Mention that I made some small updates to my trading strategy. I didn't make a great deal of, I didn't change a great deal. All I really did was I just clarified some things and I added exact numbers to make it more specific. I added accumulation areas as a confluence and got rid of fair value gaps. So what I'll be doing is, as before, I'll be looking for daily bias on the daily 4 hour and 1 hour. And if I have a confirmed daily bias in all three of those directions, then I'll jump into a trade. I'll go into the 1 hour and then look for accumulation area plus a liquidity sweep with a break of structure to the downside. So pretty much what I'll be doing is, instead of just looking for a liquidity sweep like that, I'll be looking for a accumulation area or a zone where price keeps going into sort of a larger scale liquidity sweep and then a smaller liquidity sweep. I'll be waiting for it to break structure to the downside, which is like support and resistance trading. So honest, it may. That's one of the reasons I think this will be so effective. Effective is because it kind of mirrors and takes other things from other trading strategies, and that's why I think this will work well, because it kind of takes the same idea from support and resistance, where once price breaks below the accumulation area, then it's going to keep going down. And then once I have this on minute, a retracement up, and I'll do this through of the last liquidity sweep. So the last move up, I would also have to make sure that it would be within. Within equilibrium, so price is discounted, and then after that, the final confluence for me is just scaling down into the 1 minute, and then once I have a confirmed break of structure, I'm ready to take the trade. And the way I'll take the trade is I'll set multiple take profits this time instead of just one take profit, which I think is a little bit risky. My strategy will be, um, if this is the trade I'm taking, area, and then I found one liquidity sweep that broke structure to the downside, and then it re-entered this order block here, re-entry off of a liquidity sweep here, structure to the downside, and as long as it was within equilibrium, and then it broke structure to the downside. So this is what the market looked like, and I took it without this part that isn't connected, and I took a trade here. I would set my first take profit at the last move up, and then after that, I would target previous areas of liquidity down here. And the difference between that and my old strategy is I used to just target previous areas of liquidity. For instance, areas like this, where all the way at the bottom, and that would have been a bit of a risk. So if I were to short this trade, I would set, if I was to take a trade off of this area, this giant rectangle, I would set a take profit likely here because there's a small liquidity sweep and retracement here. And this is where price is likely to react off of. So I'd take it here, one here, two here, and then maybe the third one down here. This way it's de-risking a little bit. And what I would do if it hits one take profit is I would move my stop loss, which I'd still put above the accumulation area. So about right up here. I'd move my stop loss to break even. So that way, even if it goes back down to the stop loss, I don't lose any money on the trade. And then I'm de-risking a lot of money. And so I think this will give me a higher win percentage. And the other thing that's going to stay the same is news. I'm not going to trade if there's too, I'm going to de-risk if there's a lot of medium impact, sort of white noise news. But if there's any high news, I'm not going to trade. I know I'm not experienced enough to trade just yet on high impact news. And overall, I think this new trading strategy, it's not really a new trading strategy, and I don't want to bounce back and forth too often, but between trading strategies. But I'm just making this little refinement to give me extra confidence on the liquidity sweep and to ensure that I don't have to use fair value gaps. So I can get rid of fair value gaps, which I'm not very good at, without sacrificing the win my win percentage and to possibly even give me a better win percentage.